Hey guys, this is Zelron here, back again with another video. Today we are going to be reacting to Genshin Impact. Well, we'll be playing Genshin Impact. But yeah, okay, you guys shut up. Anyway, today we are going to go to Fontaine. I mean, it has been released and I'm so excited to play. I am a little late to the party because for some reason I don't know about, Genshin Impact wasn't updating on my computer. So I had to wait a little while before everything was sorted out and start updating again. So anyway, let's go to Fontaine.
Too slow.
Good old caravan rebot. Now let Paimon think. What were we up to the first time we came here?
We were getting chased by people from the academia.
Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahida's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
At some point before.
So much time has already passed since then. And it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahida's in charge.
I don't see any difference, but okay.
Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahida won't have any more new problems to deal
Hard to
with.
say what will happen.
Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it.
That's because we got floor armor.
Next.
We got floor armor, come on.
Maybe it's all because of you.
Yeah!
Maybe you're just a
You're
magnet for
realizing it.
trouble.
You're realizing it now? I'm just thinking that you might be the problem, Paimon. I mean, technically both are.
Paimon ran into you. Paimon never ran into any trouble.
Well, you would have died, so yeah.
She was super tired. Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out.
Some strange whirlpool, you say. So you're being capable of flight, but you still got caught up in the water? Is that what you're telling me? But then there could be thunderstorms and stuff.
For
Like,
Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination for now.
next stop, Fontaine.
Look who it is.
Oh,
Why
there's
would you
your.
in a place like this?
Hey,
I can see you
yeah.
two still love wandering around.
You may not be that good of a character in game, but in lore-wise, you're great.
Oh, it's Dia!
And by game, I mean like play,
Just
playing style.
wandering around.
She isn't
We're
that great.
taking care of
Yeah.
some serious business. Even though it may have nothing to do with our journey.
Yeah,
Never mind that. What brings you here?
I mean, this is kind of the place where she does business, so
I
yeah.
just finished a commission in the desert for a
Yeah.
usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about
We're preparing to
anyway?
leave Sumeru and head to Fontaine. Oh!
Huh?
Ye-
You serious?
Yeah, sorry there. I know that we had something, but I gotta go.
Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place.
Yeah.
Bumping into you like this will become a rarity.
What's up with this guy?
I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it.
Aw, don't be like that. We'll come back and visit for events.
How about I gather a few mercs to escort you two? What do you say?
That would be nice.
But no,
Yeah, but
Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry. We'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't
yeah,
handle.
we'll just use a teleport waypoint,
So,
don't worry.
when are you leaving?
We'll leave as soon as we finish the film impression. Journey should be spontaneous.
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't
Are you
tried
serious?
yet. Now, where's that list Paimon made?
Okay, I could understand if we were talking about friends, but when we're talking about dish, I don't care. We're going. And this guy is suspicious as the hell. Come on. Who are you? And what business do you have
I
with
see.
me? Okay,
Guess
no, you're
you won't be
walking
needing a
away.
going away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like this. Though,
I
now that
feel
think
sad
about
now.
it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
You know the fun fact in this? In Mondstadt, Liyue, or in Azuma, while we're going towards journey, I think nobody really said goodbye to us. I think they only did in Mondstadt in Liyue. Sorry, what am I saying? In Liyue, the only one who actually said goodbye to us, I think it was Beidou. I can't remember for sure, but we didn't receive a goodbye in Mondstadt or in Azuma. I know that much for sure. So it's great to see that in Sumeru someone is actually coming here and saying goodbye to us.
By the way, Should we go say bye to Nahida?
She'll know from our dreams anyway.
Good point. Then there's no need to bother her in the real world.
Then I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
I'll miss you, dear. I'll come back for events, trust me. I will come back for every Sumeru event you have. You're supposed to border with Fontaine. Okay, so we're just going there, okay. Okay, so this is the place!
Whew. After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
Oh, there's the little guy just right there!
Wow. Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Kinda impressive since, I mean, like, when I think of something high-tech, I always think of Sumeru because it's got the academia. These people don't have the academia, but they have literal research institutes, so yeah, I guess it is amazing. So it's what I imagine. It's even more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do.
Like, find the Hydro
What do you
Archon?
think?
See, little guy! Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon. Yeah! He and I have the
Give
same
us
neighborhood
lots
right
of
now.
useful information.
I don't know what the Hydro Archon is like.
Probably still our best source for information at this point.
Arjun needs to find my sibling and also to find the truth. I think it's mostly sibling though.
Yeah,
But
the more we
if
find, the better.
it's your job to find the sibling, it's our job to find the truth. I think that's how it works.
So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique
From the
personality.
trailer, I'm pretty
Whatever
sure
that
it's a
means.
bratty one. And from the trailer, I can already understand that it feels like a bratty one. I mean, like, she was like, welcome to the nation of Hydro.
The nation's people.
Yeah, I think it's a bratty one.
Some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Okay, sure, why not?
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly.
Okay, I don't
pretty
think this is
decent
the
person.
conversation we should be interrupting, I know. Let's get
I
back.
didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
Okay, for some reason I'm gonna punch her. For some reason, I don't know.
I was
That little
expecting some
line.
plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Okay, they better not be talking about the real case here like this, because this really seems like something's wrong here. I mean, there's many different ways to interpret these sentences they're saying, and for some reason, after watching the trailer, only bad interpretations are coming to my head. So yeah.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Oh! Lynette!
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really?
Okay.
Like a real trial? But the way you were talking about
Yeah,
it,
that's why the interpretation.
now makes
Yeah.
it sound like some kind of story.
The interpretation is terrible of this thing.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives.
That's facts.
Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
Okay, now that's not facts. That's actually pretty bad. If you're gonna ignore life's problems, it's gonna come back at you real big.
Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as sort of opera?
But
Yeah.
shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that?
Yes!
Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief
Novelet.
Justice Novelet.
Yeah, he didn't seem like a good guy in the trailers, but I hope he is a good guy because the man looks like he's on high drip. Honestly, he looks like a drip that can match Zendaya. So I hope he is actually playable good guy.
As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
So a judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the nation of justice.
Pure trees? Is it some kind of machine too?
But why are you letting machine decide what's right and
We
wrong?
should check it out if we get the chance.
I mean, machines aren't flexible. Even AI is unflexible.
I almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Yeah, okay, got it.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Make an appointment? Time slot? Okay, so people talk to her on
The
daily
Hydro
basis.
Archon's super busy taking care of official stuff?
Nah, she's super busy watching the trials.
Say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Okay, so popular brat, got it.
That's right.
Popular
After
rich
all,
brat.
she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Oh, yeah, but it's impressive and stupid at the same time, but still. The fact is that this Archon is loved by their people a lot more than any other Archon is insane. I mean, the entire thing of taking a court case as an opera and seeing it as an opera is like childish. At the same time, something that has made people love her, so we can't really argue about her logic.
Wait! Paimon gets now!
Yeah.
The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Wow!
This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Okay, it's a mascot.
Yes, you're
That's how
right.
they've demoted a
I
god.
should at least try
I
to be a
thought that
little
was
more
Nahida's job.
respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Nouvelet.
So that's yeah, okay.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested
Are
for
you
saying
sure?
something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Seems like the people of Fontaine really like the High Archon, but don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take?
We have a lot of patience
Guess
for
we
some
could
reason.
have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl studying. Oh yeah, Lynette. I almost forgot about her. Okay, so our boy Aether already has his sights on the girl. That's good to know.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Nah, that water isn't nearly as deep as down her in a few seconds.
Maybe we better go check on her.
I mean, if you're gonna come do that, you better do it off the waterfall. That's better. That's way better. Chances of survival are basic. Hello, Lynette. That is your name, right, Lynette?
Hello?
Or am I confusing you with your brother?
Excuse me? Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine.
Her voice is nice.
Oh,
It's a nice
okay
voice.
then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just
That's
reminiscing
unhealthy.
about a place
Yeah,
my
that's
brother and I
cool.
would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
That voice slaps
You're
so much
pointing at the
emotion.
sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids, or is it fantastical race from Fontaine?
No, people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
Oh.
And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged.
Okay, so the water level is rising on
We
Fontaine.
would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories.
Ah, okay, so that's
It
where
won't
it's
be long
lying
before it
from.
swallows us.
She's very pessimistic.
Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
Pessimistic.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Lenny!
Are you Lynette's new friends?
Okay, so I got their names right. Lenny and Lynette. Yes.
Oh, and you are?
He's Lenny the magician.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood.
Hey!
That's all. There's no need for any concern. Oh, allow me to introduce myself.
Lenny!
I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
That's
Nice
true.
to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so
Hey,
willing
that's
to
just her
talk
boy.
with
It's her
anyone.
charm. He's got
In
to protect
fact,
his charm,
she
dude.
seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Okay, this game is becoming self-aware. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around, Diamond, because you always steal all my lines. Yeah.
That's how you think it is?
No, duh. That's true. That's 100% facts.
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Okay, Lynette and Aether, you guys are an official ship now. You guys will get along so well. Yeah.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
Yeah. No, duh.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening? in
Where
Fontaine?
to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a minute.
Nah, you
We still
tell me
haven't formally
everything.
greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Yeah.
Hello, traveler.
Thank you. Hello, Lenny. It's a pleasure to meet you. Why is he staring so intently at Paimon?
And hello, Paimon.
Okay, he put something on her back.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends.
Well,
You
why
should
did he pat her
remember it.
back?
It might prove useful.
Did he put something on her back?
Oh, all right then.
He put something on her back,
I'm
did
happy
he?
to have a local friend now.
It would be hilarious if it's a kick me sign. If it's a kick me sign, it would be hilarious, but I doubt it is.
By the way, we were just getting ready
Yeah,
to
I
go
don't
to
see
the
anything.
house to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No
Purina,
problem at
yeah.
all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself.
Yeah, your show is there,
Glad to
right?
take you once I finish things here. Please follow me.
Okay, we got to meet them pretty quick. I'm happy. Okay, these two have literal amazing dress. Like, they look like true magicians and assistants. You can look at me. Look at me. Okay.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Okay, seriously. Are we going to become wanted criminals the second we set foot into Fontaine? If that's so, it's freaking hilarious and really frustrating. Oh, nice! They really know how to put on a show. Oh, it's her! It's her! It's her! Oh, she looks so beautiful. So this is Farina, fourth floor. I love the soundtrack though. Soundtrack is amazing.
Huh. So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
It's the same way as Nick Wang did, I presume.
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one.
Oh, her design looks so good. Her design is so good. I'm pretty sure no one has cups though. And
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation.
If you make us criminals, I swear to
Let us
God.
make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Don't make us criminals. Don't make us criminals.
Is she talking about us?
Nobody here seems to be holding a glass. Yeah, my thought exactly, bro.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your
Okay,
wake
no,
as you
please.
visited other nations.
But okay,
I
no,
welcome
please.
you nevertheless.
This really gives me the vibe she's gonna accuse us
I
of
have
something.
come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god.
Okay, she really
and I will
sounds
never
arrogant right now.
entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity.
Her eyes really are different colors. Huh.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Okay.
Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah. Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Yeah, the Archon quest is already over. Oh my god.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
No, I actually agree. That is how someone of high status showed up here. So I'm not complaining over that. It's her way of speaking that I'm a little bit not so good about.
I see. As Outlanders, you
Okay,
inevitably
now I want to
lack
punch
even
her just
some
because
of the most basic
It
understanding.
really is mocking us, huh?
Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
Oh, are you mediocre?
You
I don't
had
know.
best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god?
It's this
All
guy!
it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about
Oh,
you.
so she's been keeping tabs on us.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
It is like she can't get over herself. Yeah.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Oh, okay, so she isn't a bad spoiled child. She's basically attention seeking. Like, I'm guessing. I only met her for like a few minutes, I guess.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Okay, so people know about us.
Hey,
That's good.
what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him.
I do?
Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Wait, we're gonna fight her already?
I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may
Seems like you're enjoying
consider
it,
this
though.
my reward to all of you.
have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight?
Yeah.
Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on! Fighting gods, I've got a resume! Oh yeah! Bring it on! Oh, she fell back? Okay, no, this is unfair. Okay. Okay, this is unfair. You're outnumbered. Come on.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
We fought a dragon. We fought a god named A. We fought a literal god in the making. We fought against Osayo. We fought against, what's his name? Whatever the stone dragon thing is in, Zhongli Story Quest. I can't remember the name right now. Now I remember the name. We have seen we have not fought against it, but we have seen the Dendro dragon up close. So I'm pretty sure you do not scare us. And besides, it seems like you're more attention-seeking type, though. Not saying I hate you for it. I'm saying I love drama. Just don't take it over the top and overestimate your abilities or underestimate mine. That's all it
What are
is.
you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Yo, she provoked me first. What are you seeing? Are you guys okay?
Clorent. I admire
Clorent.
his bravery.
That's her.
You have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
Well, what is it?
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
Wow.
I see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Okay, so we are officially criminals once again. Let's go! We are criminals once again!
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use
Not
it.
the background OST though. It's good. It's really
So much about the
good.
crowd's reactions. Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house.
I think a little too much is an understatement.
Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
We literally just arrived here. We haven't committed any crimes.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
What's obvious?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
What kind of a stupid ass law is that?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Yeah, you.
Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
But she's technically a flying person. So does that really count?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydra
Yeah, we are arrested.
I order your arrest.
We are literally criminals the second we arrived in this place. That's hilarious.
Apologies, Lady Farina.
Oh,
I don't mean to
Lenny.
spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition
Yes,
of a flying object.
she's a living person.
You
Brilliant.
killer, Winnie! Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Wait, wow, what did he do? Huh? Okay, what's that? Wait, is this what he did a few seconds before?
Ta-da!
Ah, okay, thank you. But is this what he did? I mean, he shook her hand and then he patted her on the back. Is this what he did?
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
When Lenny patted you on the back? Oh, okay, so they did do that. But what's this supposed to do? How is it going to prove it? Well, what's this supposed to do?
As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon.
Okay,
This rope
that's
has been
not
in the
it.
traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Yeah. It looks like she's enjoying it, though.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here,
I think
today's
this is very
performance
annoying.
can finally be called complete.
She's reminding me so much of Wu-Tao. That is insane. It's insane. She reminds me so much of Wu-Tao.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
Yeah,
In
she
which
does.
case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
Yeah.
But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Yeah, I don't think you have the strength to do that. I'm having my doubts that Venti is the weakest of all gods at this point. I mean, there's Nahida. I'm actually sure the only reason I think Nahida can actually win against Venti is if she puts her in a dream or something. But when you come to full power, I think Venti is stronger. And for the Hydro Archon, I can't really say, but she isn't as strong as Zhongli or A. At least doesn't seem to be strong as them.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Yeah, she's so much Wu-Tao. She's the Hydro Wu-Tao at this point. And they just leave. Great performance though, loved it. Loved it. And I won't deny, it's pretty much so.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Thanks for bailing us out, Lenny.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
And very annoying one, that's for
She
sure.
can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it. Really, is she really that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Yeah,
My
hell.
brother's always excited to make new friends.
And I'm really excited to hear you talk more. Please, that's a beautiful voice.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now. And
It's,
we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
motionless and it's beautiful for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Okay, what am I supposed to
Huh?
do?
What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine.
What is it?
It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
With the people,
That
along
sounds
with the
pretty
people.
gloomy.
Yeah.
Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
I'm pretty sure that's like every person. There isn't a single person who can be called an actual saint. So yeah. I'm pretty sure everyone's born with some kind
There
of...
are lots of guesses.
But not
Some
born with
say
it,
that the
just come into-
ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
Okay, I need more details on that one, please. Please let me see more details, please.
But here in Fontaine,
No.
evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy
Nah.
completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
But I'm cautious of things. You can't just ignore your problems, Paimon.
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water is engulfing our memories so long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of
Aren't you
Fontaine
too
shouldn't ignore the
orphaned?
possibility,
Oh,
which would
and
end up
also-
sentencing them to death.
House of Hertha, right? That's the family? I mean, they're connected to the name, right? So, I mean, they're both orphans, so that's the only family I can think of.
We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it. It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
If the prophecy is true, then is there no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say. Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
No kidding, many are quite stubborn.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Decent, I guess. How let's see what the Hydro Traveler's like. Okay, so that just unlocked everything. Did the light just start flooding from the Statue of the Seven just now? It's not for the Statue of Seven to go. A rush of water? Water speaking to me. Well, I feel like I'm using gills to breathe. believe you. Please press must be fine. Get up there, just maybe it's because of the hydro, you did everything. Wait, okay, so now we can go underwater, I think. We only go in water alone. We can try doing something for once, Farmer. The water is scary, okay. Okay, then I'll fish you out again. Okay, so I can go underwater now. A mysterious power that flows out from the statue to imbue you with the blessing of the treasures. Okay. No question. Okay, so I can go underwater now. Okay, first let me resonate with Hydro. Okay, so now I'm Hydro. So this is the Hydro Traveler, huh? Let's test out skills. Oh! I'm basically a water gun! It's a water gun! Okay, so it's basically a water gun. Okay, neat. Pretty neat. Aether! Water gun! Wait, no. Aether! Use water gun! Okay, now that's neat.
Of that, I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
Yeah, she's just there.
Hey, I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the Court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the Court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good.
No, this is the same place.
Tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
What happened? They're just leaving? Okay, we just cut Paimon off.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Yeah?
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief.
Okay, yeah,
Magicians and thieves
okay,
practice
then.
similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Okay, she just took something from him.
Oh, he's right.
So should we catch her?
Keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Understood.
All right, let's go.
This is the spot where Lenny wanted us to wait.
There she is.
Oh, look. Isn't that her?
Get ready to stop her. Time to make the arrest. And she's going the other way.
Did she notice us? She started running the other direction. What should we do? Should we chase her?
Well, she does seem alert. Our job is to block this path. The rest is up to Lenny.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away.
Yeah, she definitely escaped.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Seems there's no reason for us to stay here.
Yeah, let's go.
So, where's Lenny? Oh, he's right there.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier.
So we caught her?
Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Okay, I guess that's that.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw
Okay,
the general
that's
direction
nice.
she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Are you serious? You twisted your ankle?
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
Is that how she... Okay, wow.
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you
Why
want
did you
to
twist
be
her
a
ankle?
hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
So what was the point of... Yeah, okay, so what was the point of all this?
Turned out all right in the end, though. Lily's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the Court of Fontaine now.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
This is an aqua bus. It allows people
Aqua
to travel
bus.
between several key locations around Fontaine. It's
That's neat.
pretty convenient.
Yeah.
But the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So like an ordinary bus.
Still boring, even when I'm riding with you.
Yes.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much.
Yeah.
Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Yeah. They have the good sibling energy.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
You talking to this guy right here. He's an older brother, well, older twin, I guess, but still. He's an older brother and he and his sister in years.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Oh, Charlotte! Charlotte, it's been such a long time. I'm so happy to see you.
Huh?
It's such a long time. I'm so happy to see you, Charlotte.
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Now I'm starting to wonder if we hadn't done the event, what she would have said to us. I wonder. It's Charlotte.
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you all riding the aqua bus. In the story of my life, this is big news. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear anything about you paying us a visit.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. It's not surprising that nobody knew we were coming.
Yeah.
Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends.
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I would recognize the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette anywhere. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to
That's
meet you.
nice.
From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine suddenly doesn't feel like such an unfamiliar place.
Nah, it still does.
So, what have you been up to lately,
Just look at
Charlotte?
this breathtaking
Big news?
scenery.
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
That would definitely get my attention. But that's not really the kind of news you're after. I'm pretty sure the first one seems to be targeted at him for some reason. I mean, the amount of girls he has, has is insane. But still, I mean, I know many of the ships are fandom and not canon.
You're right.
But still,
Seems you know me pretty well.
I didn't do anything.
Reader is exclusive, sensational news pieces that can
Okay,
shake the country.
so they sometimes move on their
Smaller stories are
own.
a waste of my talents.
Okay, they move on their own sometimes, I guess.
I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
Why is everything related to young women in this city for some reason?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
Well, that's obvious.
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace.
Well, we better watch your back, Charlotte. You might be
But the
next.
scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
There must be more than one criminal at work.
Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Oh?
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd
Yeah.
pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
That's pretty much what we are doing right now. We are literally paying the biggest price, and that's traveling all the 7 nations and solving all of their
Please
problems.
imagine that, Lenny.
And then we're gonna go fight the Heavenly Principles as well, just for all this. You arrive at your destination. I mean, that's pretty much what we are doing, right?
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
So, okay, so that's the main place. Oh, that OST. That OST is amazing. Okay, that OST is amazing. And it's so beautiful. It's breathtaking. It's... Oh. So beautiful, and the OST just slaps. The OST is insane. It's giving me chills. I love it. I've listened to this once before during the live stream, but I love it here.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
Well, she enjoys it.
Where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
So let's get going then. Okay, no, that's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Sorry, I'm just at a loss of words for how beautiful the city is. It's like Enconomia, but more advanced. No, wait, not Enconomia. What was the name of the island? Well, the Kokomi Sangonomiya Island. Yeah, that island. It's like that, but advanced.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Oh, we're being him
Where
too.
did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see.
Wait, so okay,
Everyone
so
is
the
getting
other
busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
father. That's the who's the father? It can't be the name. She's the girl, right? Or is this another one of those cases where they mix he and she together? It could be. Who's the father?
Allow me to introduce
Someone who
you to
works
my little
for
brother,
the Navy?
Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Are you sure your brothers? Yeah, he seems adopted, or perhaps he goes after his mother or father, I guess?
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
What a talented family. So you sure to seem to have a big family.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you can go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Okay,
Is everything alright?
were they talking about us? I mean, this is the House of Arthur, right?
Oh,
I'm guessing.
it's nothing.
I'm just
We were
guessing.
just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's been confirmed, but there are many theories regarding this, so I'm just guessing this is the House of Arthur.
Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Okay, it's raining. Wait, I thought it wouldn't rain. It shouldn't rain in Fontaine or something like that.
Looks like rain.
What is it?
You're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
It does seem like it.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
And why is that?
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It said that a dragon of water once resided in
What?
Fontaine. Though I
Hydro
don't know
dragon?
where the dragon went. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Wait, Hydro Dragon? You already getting a lore about it? Okay.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs.
Guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back.
Hydro Dragon. Hydro Dragon. Don't cry.
I'm pretty sure that sounded pretty nice when you were a child. Not so much now, though. Could the Hydro Dragon be an elemental dragon of Fontaine? I don't know whether the elemental dragons of Teyvat.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual.
So it seems.
Let Paimon try something.
What are you gonna do?
Hydro dragon, don't cry!
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
Or maybe the Hydro Dragon isn't anywhere near us.
You know,
That could be
you
true.
might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
True.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
See, sounds good. Go ahead, Lenny.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
Okay, then. We can do that.
Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Tell me more about the House of Arthur.
This will be a walk in the park for us.
Tell me more about the House of Arthur. How about that? Tell me more about the Knave.
Thanks again, you two. I really can't deal with that lady.
Okay, so now where am I supposed to go?
Hello? Is there anyone here?
There she is.
Oh, hello there.
Estella.
Customers?
Estelle.
Hi, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making,
Magic pockets.
what were they called again?
Magic pockets, that's what they're called.
Ah, these must be for magic pockets.
Yeah.
I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we
No,
need to
no
pay?
need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
So it seems.
So, is Lenny actually loaded?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's the one behind it. Him.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
I mean, yeah, but
Is
this
this
guy's.
machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Is it though?
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
I guess.
Where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium.
Oh, so that's what it's
a type
called.
of energy that's produced from trials.
Produced from trials. Tell us more.
How can trials produce energy?
Tell us more. Tell us
Well,
more.
I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in
That's a
justice
very
and
tongue-twisting
converts it
name.
into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So it's basically like gathering people's wisdom, but this time it's the beliefs in justice.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Oh, so we're actually talking more about this matter now. Valventi and Nahida both said the gods rely on belief to obtain power. So yeah.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
So it seems.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
What is that?
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Okay, what few words?
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
Okay, no, you guys deserve to get clapped for that. Get 10%, that's it. 10%.
Business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Sounds like the usual case of someone owing somebody else money.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
It's so good to see you, my bro. It seems Child is here.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Okay, he's just coming in here, walking straight up, doing a pose and everything.
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything
Yeah.
next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Let's go see. Hey, Child.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
Hey, bro, how have you been?
Nice to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
You sure seem to be running into a lot of friends today. Yeah, we are.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems
Too bad.
that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
Okay, now this is just getting a repeat of
Either way
everything.
you look at it,
Everyone is
it seems
acknowledging
things are
plot
going to
armor
get a
these
lot
days.
more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Yes, it has. Oh, wait. Yeah. I think we already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little expand every now and then.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Aren't you forgetting you're talking to a Harbinger?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way,
Yeah, thank you.
The last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing...
Yeah, this man's just ignoring them.
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Yeah, it didn't. It's not gonna take long.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mistake. You
yeah.
Can run, but you can't hide.
I forgot how fun it is to play as Child. I should build him someday. I haven't, but I haven't built him yet. I should really do that.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Yeah, a Harbinger.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Okay, what's up with this?
Huh?
What's happened to your vision, dude?
Now's my chance.
No, he can take you down even without his vision. But what's happened? Why is his power gone?
That was weird.
What happened? What happened? What just happened?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe
and they're just running away.
Wrong with my vision?
What's wrong?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
What's the matter?
What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me.
Oh.
I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Perhaps it has something to do with your vision going haywire? That's interesting.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
The child is what's happening? Okay, I think we're gonna finally get some lore about the visions. So what about this power? Do you have any idea where it comes from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14...
Yeah, I read in your story.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her
Skirk,
wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Okay, so we're finally getting a name. But we had the name, but we're finally getting more lore about him now.
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice.
And this music is really hyping things up.
What I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful.
Was it awakening of vision or something?
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
Here, when we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at
Oh
us.
yeah, I remember his fights.
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So what is it?
The whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
It's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
Because he doesn't know where she
You
is.
make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
It really does.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Oh, so what are they?
You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep.
So it seems.
In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
So
And
it
the
seems.
worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So
Well,
really,
that's a good thing.
The only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
I doubt it.
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win.
Yeah, I mean, if they're top
Fontaine
fighters,
probably
then
enacted
yeah.
this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we
The woman we met with the firehead Archon.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
What is it? Wait, you're just gonna give us her vision? What?
Vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
No.
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, I think I'll be better off without it.
No, that raises death flags, bro. If you're giving me your vision, that raises your death flags. Now he's gonna die. Oh shit!
Besides,
They're preparing to kill this character off. There's no way they kill off child, right?
Some time later.
There's no way.
Paimon knows what you're up to.
There's no way they're gonna kill off child.
Excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Nah, you just raised a death flag, bro.
Sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Very well then. This is leadership. You walk all around the court of Fontaine.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blur our Parmesan to spoil the mystery for everyone else.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading.
Whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more well, novel.
Okay.
So excited to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about
Yeah.
that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Linny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Yeah, let's go.
Linny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aqua Bus.
Behold. Gosh darn beautiful.
Whoa, now this is fancy. The Opera at
So-
the Clays. What a place to hold a performance.
And trials.
Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Wow, okay.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
So it seems. What's going on?
What's wrong?
Yeah, something's wrong.
Vache.
What is Vasher? Did you just say something, Paimon?
Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Strange, whose voice was that just now?
Welcome to the
previous Hydro Archon, perhaps?
All the water
I don't know.
through Fontaine
Oh, yeah, sorry, I did not mean to disregard your presence.
newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Good for them.
Lynette, you scared Paimon. When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you.
Yeah, I remember.
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
Nah.
It's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Yes, please.
In fact,
Do.
You might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
So, what is it?
Because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
She only cried one time, I think, this entire trip. And that was when we disappeared.
Just
that was really
answer
sad.
me. When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Oh, that's an interesting explanation. I'm sure whether I buy it though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened.
Probably someone calling out to their dead lover or
Rather
something.
than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of magic trick you have,
Judging by
especially.
how early you've arrived.
Yeah, especially since your sister is supposed to disappear according to the trailer. I'm really excited to see what's
Actually
going to
right
happen.
on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
So I guess we're just talking.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Let's
Don't
get going
mention it.
then.
There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and
Cowell.
take a look at this?
Cowell, huh?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cowell, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Let's get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Love the soundtrack. Oh shit!
Up your seats. Come on, let's sit down.
I know the guy sitting beside us though. I know him. I hope he's a nice dude. I really do hope he's a nice dude. He's got drip, but still. I did not think that he would be sitting right beside the Chief Justice. Yep. This is awkward. This is a...
Traveler, maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything.
Your voice is echoing throughout the, auditorium. You get that, right? You're a Paimon. Yeah.
Of course you put this on Paimon.
I mean, it's your job.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Well, he's a polite man, I guess.
I'd be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
So you heard all of that, did ya?
Nah, it's echoing all over here.
Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk.
This is getting more awkward.
What should we talk about? Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say?
Yeah.
If Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Okay, he's reminding me of Zhongli, but a little more, I don't know, elegant? Nah, that's not the word. Zhongli's pretty elegant himself. I don't know, something about like Zhongli, but a little different.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second.
Yeah.
Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
I guess we're pretty famous.
And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Novelette.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet.
Oh, Nervillet, that's how to pronounce his name.
You here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet?
The Chief Justice.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him.
Yeah,
Too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now.
Yeah, she's changing her tone.
You're such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there.
Oh, she's right there.
Has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Oh, you get caught.
I
It's
believe
okay.
she's trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
There she is. That's some pose, gotta admit. They really made her give her a great design detail.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro
Yeah.
Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
She's so much like Hu Tao.
Very good.
And he's so much like Zhongli.
No need to pay her any more attention.
Yeah,
We
like
will now enjoy the show.
their dynamic is literally like Hu Tao and Zhongli, and yeah, it's pretty much it's like Fontaine, Hu Tao, Zhongli. I get it now. Love it, and I love it.
Things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
Yep.
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
The crowd enters the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin. Oh, it's about to start!
The lights! The show must be starting!
I will do this to Otto. There he is.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Yeah, take a seat, Paimon. Why are you just floating there?
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles. I am the star of today's show, Linny.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lenny.
And over here is my sister, Lynette.
And it's a
who will
great
be working
pleasure to
as
meet
my
you,
wonderful
Lynette.
Assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
She seems so out of it. Like, really.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Yeah, she's completely
Now,
out of it.
Some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today.
That's a good proclamation.
Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh,
yeah.
Good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Okay, so they're dedicated. That's good.
Without further ado,
I thought it was
let
going to
the
be
show
elemental magic,
begin.
but it's like real
Lynette
magic.
will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget,
There's so many people
one more
here.
thing I should say.
What is
You
it?
never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to love
A
it.
magician's
Oh,
greatest
cutscene,
skill
cutscene.
is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah, that's magic.
Huh?
That's magic. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'd freak out if I saw this in real life. I would literally freak out.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary.
Just don't screw up. Just don't screw up. Your sister's life is on the life. Your sister's life is on the line. Come on. Yep, here comes the cutscene.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Oh, and there she is. Please don't just die.
She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully.
Nah, this is the part of the show.
Even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Yeah, this is from the trailer. This is from the trailer. Yeah, even she's surprised.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
And Alright, she's back! Okay, she didn't die. She did not die. That's good. Yeah, even she's was happy. Okay, so I wonder what the trick behind that was, though. Like, how do they do it?
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything.
That's magic.
The water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
No wonder he's a famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
That is true.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you can see.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience
Let be us! Let be us!
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
So he's gonna make one person go in and come out the other way.
Audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute.
It's not us.
Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
It's not us.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous.
Have I seen this character
We've
before?
carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible.
I feel like I've seen her somewhere before, but then again, they're all NPCs and they all look the same, so I don't know.
You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just me. There are a lot of NPCs with her face. I feel like I just saw her in a quest or something.
There is one more thing
I was exploring Fontaine a little bit.
Could you all give me a
I haven't recorded. I haven't had it in the recording, but I was exploring Fontaine a bit and talking to a few NPCs. I think she was one of them.
Counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Of course.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
With the whole crowd counting to you, you can't even. You couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60!
59! 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
Nah, Paimon, you're not doing that.
I am counting in my head.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Fair enough.
Alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38!
Okay, people are still counting.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Yeah, that would be something.
Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of the show. Maybe just... yeah. Wait, is it over? Is it over already?
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from the stage? Maybe it was just to divert our attention.
Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
Yeah.
24, 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19,
18, 17.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10,
9.
Almost there now.
8.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, to Traveler too.
Whoops. That doesn't count.
Yeah, okay, that's 9. Now that's magic! Now that's magic! Love it! Love it! Oh! No! Shit! Oh! That wasn't part of the show, was it? Was that part of the show? Oh! That wasn't part of the show. A guy just died. No, it's not. It's a legit death.
Is this part of the show?
No, that's death.
Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
No, that's death. I don't know what you guys saw, but that's death.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an
Yeah.
accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Oh, what happened? I mean, like, did they just killed off an NPC like that?
Unfortunately,
Damn!
the person who's in the magic box has been pronounced dead.
They really
His name
did kill
was
him.
Powell, one
His
of the assistants in
assistant.
Linny's magic troupe.
Okay, so they legit killed an NPC off. I mean, they have killed many NPCs off, but they didn't kill them off right in front of us. I mean, even with Tepe, He didn't die right in front of us. They just legit killed him. That's insane.
Apparently,
They
the
really,
fireworks on stage
yeah.
ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of
Damn.
now, we are still not sure why we found Carol in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Where's the guest from the
And
audience?
after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
That case again, wow.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned.
And to put it all off in front of audience, including the Archon and the Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing.
Nah, I don't think it's Lenny.
Such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly?
I don't think it's Lenny.
I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny.
Now he is a prime suspect.
For the serial disappearances case.
Now he is a prime suspect, but I don't think it was him.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Okay, those are some good points. But still, I don't think it's him. I mean, I think the serial disappearance case has been going on for more than like 2 decades now. I don't think Lenny's that old.
Now that I think about it.
Except if you think they're accomplices, that's another story.
Things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was
I don't think.
in the box on the stage
Yeah.
the entire time. We can even hear his voice.
Except if he has accomplices, but that's a different story. I honestly don't think it's Lenny.
Besides,
I don't think it's him.
He told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
No, I think he's been set up, or I think it's all a mismatch or some kind of coincidence or something. I honestly don't think it's him. He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during the show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lenny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well,
yeah, she's gonna back on her.
I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Nah, okay, so she's the type who wants to keep face, yeah?
Kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Yeah, okay.
Of course.
Yeah, now I get it.
People. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
So she's the type of person who will go along with it as long as she can keep face. Is that it? Okay, so the Archon of the Hydra Archon is a big pushover. At the same time, she's one of the popular girls. Great. So she's basically, how should I put this? She's basically like Hu Tao, but a little less confident.
That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you?
Yeah, now we are against her.
He was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Lenny.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
Yeah.
But with Lenny's help, our little duel...
Draw! You lost! Big time!
But draws really are the most boring possible outcome.
That's no draw! You lost!
So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear
I'll win.
winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, Are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Where is Yanfei when you need her? Or even Shinobu would do. Please. Yes, I am.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to
Okay, I'm all about that smug face. I really love it. But still, you do realize you also have to do the prep work in like one day, right? Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Furina and Novelet. Yeah, bro, you good?
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
A legit NPC just died. I don't worry about it.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Nah, you were too excited about your magic. I honestly don't think you would waste your future in the magic industry over something like this.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
But there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses? No, bigger question. Where did you get the mustache?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city.
Does it come with the glasses?
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
Your own saving is my travel fund, Paimon. I basically make most of the money.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
I think they look freaking hilarious.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down. I'm used to this sort of thing.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
Yeah, but we're also your attorney and you gotta be honest with us, dude.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Yeah, that's true.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it.
Yeah.
But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
Okay, I'm back.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating area.
That's spelled wrong, but okay.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Let's go, Watson!
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Furina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
I like your honesty, but to be even more honest, we have plot armor, so we are going to get dragged into this either way.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone
Yeah,
generally liked him.
okay.
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box.
But
with Cal
wasn't
inside
the
it.
girl supposed to be in there?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl.
What happened to
if you
her?
look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
But then again, it
If
could
anything,
be.
the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
That is
Are
true.
you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand.
The fact that he's making sense is what annoys me.
I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
But that's not always true. People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway,
Thank you. I appreciate it. As much, bro, I appreciate your warning. I appreciate
come
it.
up with some new evidence.
You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and sort case-related informations. You can check as get discovered evidence clues in the case. Does it okay? Have skill to find evidence clues. Okay, so this is we're going full on detective here. So, this is one of Lenny's attorneys named Caldwell. He's one of Australian. Okay. A detective in action. Okay. So let's examine this first. E.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern or someone intentionally did it.
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
I'm just looking at it where the rope snapped. Okay, we are going for a real This is Danganronpa.
Made from different material.
This reminds this little icon reminds me of Danganronpa. Danganronpa. I don't know how to pronounce that game's name. I watched this anime. I played the first game. It reminds me of so much of that now. If this turns into I guess we are also connecting for clues. So if this turns into a Danganronpa game, I swear I would love it.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why would you write all this down? Let's take notes.
This rope was used to suspend the water tank. Suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched. The university has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made out of flammable material. But that's an evidence that can be used against Len, you know? Okay, E. Let's talk to the officer.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
What is it?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're
What
trying
is
to
it?
help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Oh!
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out.
This is all against Lenny, though.
They reserved our seats for us too.
But you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Thanks, sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Yeah, this is really bad for Lenny right now. Okay. Before I check that, yeah, let's talk to him.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Halsey.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show.
Okay.
Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Lee's a missing person. She's famous painter. Okay. Okay, so now what else? This is where the magic box struck. If Carl went inside the box the moment, then he would dodge the falling water. Okay. So what else? Okay, nothing here. Wait, so I can just go around the entire place and check for clues? Wait, how about that guy? Okay, so these guys, okay.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Oh!
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Loud thud?
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Oh yeah, that thing we heard. I remember now.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
And when the water tank would have started to swing a bit in that case?
That's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
Yeah.
That does remind Paimon though. What was with that sound?
Yeah, the strange sound. Okay. So I'm just taking up clues now. And the magic box. So Lenny is somehow moved instantly from stage to me. How did he do it? Okay, there's one here. Over there, okay. Where is it? Oh, those guys.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
I didn't think of that.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Oh, it's her!
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
I don't really remember her name, but I saw her character design and it was gorgeous.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
No, I haven't.
Mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums. You name it. Spina di Rosula does it.
Okay.
Navia.
Navia, yeah.
Being its renowned president.
Oh, damn. That's one gorgeous design. Okay, I have to admit.
Play by our rules, call me boss.
Yeah, that's one gorgeous design. Okay, she might have the most gorgeous design in the game.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Silver.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
You're on the talk.
Well, I am the second generation president. Melus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, Navia.
If you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
I love the OST that's playing along with her. I gotta admit that. You want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Yeah, same.
So too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay. That's it.
Irina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
I mean, though it was true, he was likely suspect.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
True.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
I mean, I kind of understand why, because she's more like the popular girl type who doesn't take responsibility for her actions.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Well, when you put it like that...
I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does.
Okay, so she's an arrogant one too.
Pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Not really, but if it's generating energy for your entire city, then yes.
Well?
Not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. So this is like a trial shouldn't be treated like an entertainment.
See, Silver and Melus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite...
Why did you interrupt him?
Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors.
I still can't get over how gorgeous her design is. Like, damn!
I need to make some preparations.
Look at her!
Our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
That's true!
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like.
I'm really not that fussy.
Well, companion is good enough.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point. Seems you already agreed then.
Far
Yeah.
be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
Well, I'll
We
trust
wish to
her.
Save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
He
I
does.
have nothing to add.
Okay, so he's more like the serious type.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Okay then. Who are these guys?
Speaking of that, I think magic shows would be very popular in Poisson.
What's
I can see
Poisson?
that. Maybe I should try to learn some magic. If I could make things disappear, cleaning my room would be a cinch.
You need not worry about such things, Demoiselle. That falls under my duties.
Oh, right.
Okay then, I guess I'm going up there.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made preparations well beforehand. This rope was obviously tampered with.
I love the we have a voice line here.
People needed to
Well,
register
Paimon
and
has it
reserve a
anyway.
seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could allow you to pick a young lady instead of some old fogey. Why would it be him? How strange.
There's so much to uncover.
Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved. We all heard that noise, didn't we?
Okay, I guess I'm going up there. Oh wait.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
Nah, that's good.
We're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Okay.
The missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about doing the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time, I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave.
Thank you.
Melusines are good
Okay.
at that sort of thing, you know.
Melusines, okay.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
No one left from the opera. Okay. I'm loving this.
Here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Someone who wants to help.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
That's a good line.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
So, okay, so let's see the secret behind the magic.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
What is it?
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Oh!
So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. Alright, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Okay, how does that work?
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
And this must link the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
Oh!
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain
That's actually
on stage
pretty
as if
smart.
nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Oh?
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that...
Ah, I see now.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Oh!
We are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Oh! I see!
And that's my favorite part of this.
You guys change quick!
Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked!
I think Lumina and Aether can perform it too now.
Revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Yeah.
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yeah, we can do it.
Of course, no need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
The fact that you say that makes me worried. Don't worry. Okay, so this is the magic trick. Okay. On stage. Yeah. It's interesting. It's okay. Examine ladder.
What's this?
Looks like
a hook
yeah.
to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds
Len didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Okay. Okay, over here. So this should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. This thing's destroyed here.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was for the trick? I doubt it. I doubt it.
It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
Honestly, this all seems to be like a sign of a struggle or something.
That can't be.
No?
It only moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Someone knocked it off.
Let's
That's
note
it.
this down too and think about it later.
And what's this?
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Oh!
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Lenny didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
And you look stupid in those glasses. Now let's just add in tracks. Try to complete the search tracks. Okay.
What is this place?
A vent!
It seems someone could fit through here.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too narrow.
So it's not an exit, but it's an entrance.
There are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and any layer were in the two boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Okay then. Nah, oh wait. Okay, this is getting more mysterious and interesting at the same time.
The state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Yeah.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
It would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
Yeah, she doesn't seem that stupid.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
Yep.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements
from
both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
I see. So it's not Carp, right?
Is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
That's fine.
Why?
Because we
I can just
chosen to
teleport
act as
out.
the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, no need for that.
Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course.
Yeah.
I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
We can do it. We can have a little date after this, okay?
I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Okay, Paimon, shut up.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
This guy can cook? Is this... Okay, I mean, he is a caretaker after all. Please just don't make us cook.
You're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Okay.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
Oh, she's making them herself.
Quite the interesting group.
Must be the Spina di Rosella thing. Okay, I don't know how to say that. I don't think it is.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you have these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process.
I thought that too.
Doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And
Yeah.
I was giving encouraging smiles.
Oh, yeah, that's not quite what Paimon meant by but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
Nah, that's good, but you still don't want to get your dress dirty.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
True.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
The fact is, I'm starting to love this girl, like really. She can cook, she looks pretty, she's elegant, she's smart, she's rich. Okay, I think she's going to become one of my favorite Genshin Impact girls. One of them, mind you. I still have many more, but still. She's definitely in the top 3 now. Just this little interaction I've had with her is already put her in the top 3 Genshin Impact girls that I like.
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
And Novelet, as for the Chief Justice guy, he's already in the top 10 Genshin Impact boys that I like favor a lot. He might be soon go up to top 5, but not right now.
Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
We're left with the 2 other people, the missing girl and deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
So they tore, like, made her to take off her clothes and wear new ones? Seriously?
Thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third party even exists.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person, but the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
So what is it?
By the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice.
Yeah, of course you're thinking about enough food now.
Sweet.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Yeah, it's more than 3, Paimon.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine. You ate them. It's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon?
I mean, can you blame me?
Thank you.
Okay, so who actually ate it?
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Yeah, he has everything ready.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Damn, she's so gorgeous and her voice is great. I love what Hoyovers did.
For the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
The probability of a third person being involved.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
So let the court case begin.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands.
True. Oh, look. Okay.
Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
It's time to go and do our best we can. Danganronpa style. Or is it like Ace Attorney style? Yeah, I think it could be like that. Whatever, we're just going to have a duel with 3 hour words, so let's get
Finally,
going.
you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Not that great.
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed.
There's no need to go and put out that tone in front of us.
That was
Don't
to
worry,
be
we will
expected,
win.
Of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
No, that's a lie.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show
Look at this man.
is now in session.
He's become a top 10 greatest male Genshin Impact boys in all time.
Firstly, in order
Just his
for the audience
appearance.
to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
He reveals the details of the match. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
That is correct.
That's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
She's just like, hey, objection, you're wrong.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that
Oh,
so?
that's nice.
And
That's a nice
I
transition.
ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
Love the background OST. This is really hyping things up.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
She's talking about the thud.
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lane not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh, things are not looking good.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Ortress's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Okay, now she's just mocking him.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually...
Yo, they're bringing it up. They're bringing it up. Okay, they're bringing it up. House of Harta.
House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui? Yo, they're bringing it up. They are bringing it up.
Something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Yeah.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Oh, they aren't denying it. Okay, so that's confirmed. House of Harta.
Indeed.
And their father is the knave.
Perhaps you could tell
Or
us
someone working for the knave.
what happened during that
Either of the
1
two.
minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Yeah, even Aether's like, damn, they lied to me.
Is speechless. My, oh my,
Okay.
Flabbergasted.
She looks so happy.
Cozy infighting in Discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
She seems so happy in her thoughts. She's so childish, I love it. But hey, no matter how annoying it is, you gotta give her credit. She actually did her work. She actually pulled her all-nighter just preparing for this thing. So you gotta give her credit for that.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Lenny and Lynette are for two.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
You know, the liability to con others. Given how Lenny has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. But Charles is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of some schemes before. Oh, now is he going to turn his back on Lenny?
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
Yeah, he's impatient.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Yeah, Archie's is not going to have any mercy.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor. My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Hey. Not guilty. I mean, innocent until proven guilty. They are not as good as guilty isn't going to cut it.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to...
Now, you're about to lose after we're done with it. After this hour, you're about to lose. Trust me. While court is drawn, you meet Lenny and Leonard backstage in the Opera House. Yeah, you have some explaining to do, both of you.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up.
Hey, she's the goddess of justice. I mean, she does it. She didn't just become a god like that. She did her work. She did her homework, okay?
Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vitui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
Yeah, but then again, we can't trust someone that just lied to our face like that. You know that, right?
For our respective identities.
Especially if someone is working for the Knave, who is said to be a little cuckoo in the head.
That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can you know this isn't all just another lie?
So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
So what are you gonna do to make us convinced?
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
What about other cases?
Please, forgive us.
If it's not the murder case, what about the disappearances? Explain the other issue first. Where do you actually go while trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Yeah, tell us the truth. Come on.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask.
Yeah, now answer us, dude.
We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
Oh!
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box.
Oh!
So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
Okay, that's smart.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute
So,
the
okay, so that makes sense. And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
So it
That
seems.
explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why did you want to understand how Oratrice operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges. I believe the judgment will be dispensed as it should. So I will defend you in these charges.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need.
Huh?
The tournament's almost over. Let's go back. Okay, what does the traveler have in mind?
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lenny's claim. Okay. Voice in the Oratrice core chamber. Okay, so I'm interested to see what Traveler's gonna come up with. The brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trial recommences.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Okay. Based on the opposition's accounts of events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute. Oh, this is Danganronpa 100%. This is Danganronpa 100%. Like 1565. I don't know what number you come out with. This is Danganronpa. Use your refute to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The audience displays such steps clearly. Find and refute all current content. You can complete the cycle of refutation and reveal the truth. Oh, this is like legit.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
Oh.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linney red-handed. So Linney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay, that's something.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Lenny experienced, and what he saw.
Okay, so I'm supposed to do, how am I supposed to do this? Identify loophole. Lenny claims that he added to the chamber containing the... Okay. No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after... Nope.
Lenny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Attention!
Okay, so that's how we change it.
Something to say. When the countdown started, Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, now I'm starting to understand a bit. Oh, hey, it moved. That's good.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
It was, Paimon.
You believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition reason is flawed. Oh, yeah, call her out. Call her out.
My reasoning?
The opposition was clearly tampered with a premeditation fashion. However, you say the call had bumped into Lenny by chance.
If that's the case, then if Carol hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill?
True!
Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
Yeah!
That's right, you tell him!
Yeah, she's cheering for us!
They're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claim?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lenny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
He wasn't in the box! Your claim has now become irrelevant. Your claim has now become a critical clue. Okay, so now I have to do this. Okay, that's irrelevant. No one left the opera house. Okay. Okay, so what can I choose? I can choose anything here. The only things I can choose is these three. What about here? Okay, I can choose anything here. Haley is a missing person. She's a famous painter. Okay, no. This one.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent.
Good job, Paimon!
You used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof. How do you like that?
Yeah! Give her the smugness! Give her the smugness!
To think you'd use such logic.
Yeah, now she's angry.
Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The motto was select the gear icon with the interface to check the corresponding questions. Select the answer. Okay, this is a lot taken. This is an entire new system for us. Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this log chain. Oh god, this is like Sumero again. Indicates the fire was okay. Raise no longer. What of change outfit? Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowl.
Yeah, this is Sumeru again.
He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
I don't think that's true. And I don't think there's a third party.
The deceased's name
But
is
then again,
Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
could it possibly be like he tampered with the equipment but only ended up getting himself killed? Could be. Oh, the hypothesis is correct. Oh, so wait, did he really tamper with it?
That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowl, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did.
Oh, so Cowl actually did it!
From would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay.
The deceased's name is Cowl. Linny's
This is Sumeru again.
He would have been able to tamper. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come... The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Wait, hold
the
up.
The sound we heard may have come... Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which...
Wait, let me think about this carefully.
Halsey's clothing was in the sound we heard may have...
Cancel choice for now. Let's see the question. How can we enslave the Lenny as having unable to interfere with the crime?
No one entered or left. Linny was not in the tunnel at that...
Yeah, okay, that's our option.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the...
Yeah, okay, that's right. Who is the prime suspect currently? That's him.
The deceased's name is...
And where did the missing Hesley go?
No one entered or left the opera house. It would have been tough for both people to fit. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel, so there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Okay, but this is incorrect. Where did the missing Hesley go? Okay.
It would have been tough for both. No one entered or...
Wait, so she's... Okay, no. Okay, so everything else is correct, it's just this.
It would have been tough for both...
Okay, it's not that either. The villain must have misunderstood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick. I must be in the position. Okay, so none of the options were correct. Strange noise could easily have been sound and struggling. Lenny was not in tunnel for one moment. This should have given time for police to bring Hesley out of the convent. According to the guard system, so even if he had taken her, there was no means of exiting. Even from the box would have been a full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Hesley go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very
What if Halsey's still here among us? Style, you get it?
Trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank.
Escaping from the water tank. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Yeah, things are not looking good. Okay, it's on the second stage now.
If
2 more
the
left.
defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a second.
Minnie was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Okay, now the glass
was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Okay, so this is it. Hypothesis correct. Okay. So what happened?
Paimon gets it. It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I mean, we are kind of talking about a magic trick. I request that we examine Cole's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
That are connected to each other.
So, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps a new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Maybe or maybe
I
not.
believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial
Look at this man just sitting there like a boss.
That additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please.
Oh wait, no. Okay. Sorry.
The deceased, Cowell.
I pressed the wrong button.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
What is it?
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
What's that? What's the primordial sea?
Contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You
Yeah!
gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
I mean, we are living in a world with dragons and everything
Reminds me of
else.
a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
I don't know.
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Oh, what's going on?
Mademoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Okay, okay. Okay, yes sir. I'll just stay here.
That further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, Please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
I don't even know what the primordial sea is. I only know the primordial one. Okay, who's the prime suspect? This guy.
The deceased's name is
What item did the railroad use to control the timing of the dissolution? This thing?
The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box. Lynette was in the magic box.
Which item did the culprit use to resolve Halsey? Oh, never mind, wrong one. Wrong one.
Water from the
Cancel choice. This one is this one. Okay. Why did they use to hide the mechanism behind the crime?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Why did the culprit use to hide the mechanism inside the crime? Behind the crime?
The rope that held the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and snapped. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
So this... which item did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution?
Now it seems like the hook...
Wait. Oh no, okay, so that one is wrong.
I remember there was something else.
Okay, we got it. Hypothesis is correct. Oh, wait, let me just... Okay. Okay, this is actually going pretty long.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine!
Ace Detective Attorney Paimon!
Plan. Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial sea inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
Yeah!
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
No, don't be equal. Come at our side.
Dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now.
Yeah!
Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be turned out pretty bad for you.
The contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
What is it?
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case, and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal...
What? Oh!
What?
Oh! He's been framed!
Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Oh no, damn! Okay, we might lose this! What's going on? Someone's framing him!
Not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lenny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
I mean, that last part is true, but still.
Am I right, Mr. Lenny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
Damn, we are gonna lose this.
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
Someone put this in Lenny's luggage. That's for sure.
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed
The finale. Yeah. Yeah, okay, just one more and we're done.
Then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view,
What?
Excuse me, everyone, but
yes! Okay, we have a chance.
I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honor.
Oh, we're gonna finally hear from this Hele girl.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette, give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
Yeah, she looking smug.
And voila.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's alive.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me. And then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin?
Oh, she's the one who did.
I'm the one who killed Cowell. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey.
Oh!
And I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Mondstadt?
I heard that Lenny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
Fair enough.
How I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Wait! This is the girl! This is the girl we were supposed to be chasing, right? Oh yeah, I thought she looked familiar before, but I thought she was just some random NPC I met while I was exploring Fontaine. Nah, she's the girl we caught, but we didn't actually catch. She got away, but still.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief.
Yeah.
You didn't even mention that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they are practice hand at concealment, probably.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Now, now it's time to refute Hydra Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily-Ann's perspective.
Very well. Now it's our turn. Okay, so that's it. Ace Detective, okay.
Selected out of the blue, Lily-Ann panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved. He did not.
But why did she not dissolve?
Not from Fontaine.
Oh yeah.
She was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Yeah, it only works on people at Fontaine. I completely forgot about that.
Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Yep, that makes sense. Now come on, tip over to our side, man. Tip over to our side. Why you just gotta be there like that? Come on, tip over to our side.
That she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the
Damn, she must be hungry and thirsty.
2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
Oh!
Sneaky thief.
So she's the thief. She's the one who ate the macarons. Okay.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Fantastic. Whoever did a fantastic job with this quest.
Bravo! Bravo!
Yeah, bravo! Yes, finally coming to our side.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
Yeah, you're done. Done.
Please answer the question.
He's enjoying this. He's enjoying this.
If I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room
Yeah, she
before
tried
the
to
proceedings
escape.
have concluded.
She tried to escape.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Nah, running away would have been a bigger blow. Trust me.
Look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
Well, anyone would be if they lost. Come
If
on.
there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water.
Oh.
If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Yep, that's the whole story, bro!
As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Truly.
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make
The final one is done. Okay, so what's the decision? Oh, so this is how it goes.
As such, Linny and Lynette
Yes!
are officially declared not guilty.
Okay, this is the one time I'll cheer for you, Paimon. Even if yeah.
Thank you so much.
Let's not share it just yet.
I think we deserve an explanation.
Yeah, please.
How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Oh, he's done. He's done.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Yep.
Speak quickly, unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
Oh yeah.
Just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yep.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Oh!
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
Oh shit! He dead! He dead! He turned into they just killed 2 NPCs in one Archon quest, one act. They just killed 2 of them. Awesome. Oh, okay. Genshin's finally taking.
No longer talk.
Okay, Genshin is tough. Wow.
Uselessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
Wow. I mean, they killed 2 NPCs off just like that. Even if the NPCs, I can see Genshin is taking an even darker turn than normal. It's going full Honkai now.
An outrageous act.
Indeed.
Present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Yeah, you guys too. Robot work. Come on. How nothing is found on the scene apart from the liquid left behind after water dissolved. Well, wait, who poured water on him then? And how?
So...
Did he have the water inside his body already? So why didn't he get dissolved earlier? The problem seems to have been solved for now. We are not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
I don't think Traveler wants to talk to you right now.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me, but still. Let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just wanted to be sure that we're square.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then,
so the father is the knave. So the father's not working for the knave, it is the knave. Okay, got it.
The knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Why not mother? Why didn't they use that term?
Right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
I mean, sure.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me.
Nah, not an aristocrat.
To take us in after watching my performances.
The things never end up when you get involved with the noble.
Just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days.
Nah, when you get involved with the noble, things start going down south, you know?
Foster children, he was really after my talent for magic trick. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
Yeah.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was.
Oh, so what did he do?
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was
no!
in the same return vehicle as me.
No, if this is going where I think it's going, I'm saying I'm personally gonna go and complain to Genshin. This is starting to take a real dark turn now.
I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift.
Yeah,
nah. To perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Nah.
So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
Laws can be, have a lot of loopholes, Paimon. As long as no one notices it or tells the people in charge, no one will, everyone will ignore it. Get it?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls,
don't tell me it happened.
My way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood.
Oh, so the knave got there in time.
The knave, standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's
so
right.
It seems.
She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Oh.
Father, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here.
So it seems.
I was hesitant to trust her. I had just been betrayed by nobles, but she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Good! Okay, that's a knave W there.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave's after the Gnosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
Oh, that's interesting.
She believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy.
Yeah, that's true.
All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine.
Oh, so the Arlecchino is from Fontaine, okay.
Homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
I get that.
From small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust you.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I understand. Goodbye. Damn, this is such a cold response. Okay, now Traveler's just like, I'm done.
Bye, Linny.
Yeah, Paimon's like, he's never gonna say anything more. Traveler's like, I'm done with this. I'm done with everyone. So, what now? Oh yeah, we still have to talk to her.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well,
What
this
was that
whole thing
pause?
isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so too?
Well, I'm sorry, Navi. Wait, what happened, Traveler?
What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really going to try to defend Lenny. I wasn't necessarily looking into... Oh, damn, yeah! W Traveler, finally, he's finally saying no to something. This guy just keeps saying yes to every problem and trying to figure things out. Finally, this guy's saying no, and he's putting his foot down and saying, nah, I ain't gonna do that. It ain't my problem.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah,
yeah.
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you.
Yeah.
But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
No, it's okay. You're too gorgeous to get angry at. Trust me.
And we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
I guess, but though we did most of the
It's like
investigating.
having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Sorry about that.
Don't make me feel guilty,
I'm a bit
okay?
prone to nostalgia.
You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing as Ayaka and making me feel
Farewell
guilty.
meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
I mean, sure.
Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Nah, you're after the food, Paimon.
I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later. Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Let's go have a meal. Have that meal then.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
And that's how the Act 1 ends. So guys, I think I'll be leaving it here for now. I'll be doing Act 2 later, very soon. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!